Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be speedrunning Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach and absolutely breaking it to its core to beat it in less than 7 minutes. The name of the game for this speedrun is to literally try to keep the game unloaded as long as possible. Might seem crazy right now, but hopefully I'll make it all make sense for you right away. So I saw Easy Speezy just made a speedrun video for this game as well, and in his video he covers the regular any percent category for the game, that is, to reach an ending of the game by any means necessary. Well, almost. The any percent category certainly has its fair share of awesome glitches, but see, this game is so broken right now that there's actually a separate any percent category for it that is completely unrestricted. Now, before we get to all the nitty-gritty of this unrestricted category, basically, to keep things simple, this run revolves around a glitch that's very easy to perform when hopping into Freddy Fazbear. Known as the commie clip after the person who discovered it, simply by jumping into Freddy's cavity as you hop in and then mashing the jump button, the game, for whatever reason, freaks out and almost everything from the game is deloaded, save for a few doors. Being in this deloaded state lets you bypass several walls and obstacles, and this is extremely important for this category. So yeah, this glitch is so broken that it warranted its own any percent category. It does let you skip the daycare segment though, so I'm all for it. Anyways, let's start the speedrun. We can skip the intro stuff here as the run finally starts when the battery icon for Freddy changes to 2 bars here. The game has this interesting, I'm not sure if intended effect, that if you turn down the voice level in the options, several cutscenes can be skipped. And I say not sure if intended because some get skipped and others don't, leaving you just awkwardly watching characters talk and interact sometimes. Also, you'll notice I'm playing on the lowest graphical settings here. It's not that my PC can't handle it, it's just for whatever reason I found that some of the tricks were easier to pull off this way. So yeah, I didn't get to see the game in its full glitz and glamour for these runs, but I guess it was worth it. Anyways, after talking to Freddy, we can quickly spawn in Vanessa, the security guard, open up the gift in Freddy's cavity to get the watch, take it out, psych, just kidding, that wastes time, so let's push this button, jump up these boxes, and climb through the vent system here. This part gets quite tedious after doing it a few times, but thankfully it's not difficult or anything. I guess this is a good time to mention that another key skill for this game is to master timing the sprint meter. If you sprint too long, the bar goes red, and this is no good, since you can lose out on valuable time that you could be sprinting more. Anyways, once out of the vents, we can sprint across this room, jump through this stage since we have no regard for Fazbear Entertainment's property, dunk under this door, and then nab the photo pass from this present box. This room will be important right away, so this isn't the last time we'll see it. Then after bringing the pass to Freddy and freeing him, we can hop on in. Now ideally, we'd go right back into the other room we were just in, but unfortunately the game doesn't let you exit the animatronic suit until a bit later. So on we go through these doors and down these stairs. Now you can't jump while in the animatronic suit, but there's a quick little speedrun trick you can pull off here by walking along the railing here, and by doing so you can kind of bounce off to the other railing, and this lets you drop on down to save a few seconds of stairs. You just gotta be careful to not land in this here fenced off area, which can result in a nice little soft lock. Then after walking up and hiding out in the first aid booth here, we get to sit and awkwardly watch these two goofs determine which of them is the better mime. Now honestly, this cutscene here takes like 45 seconds, which may not seem like much, but if the runs are less than 7 minutes, that takes up at least like 10% of the run here. Anyways, this is where the real chunk of the rest of the run starts. So after Vanessa screws off here, you can jump on into the suit, mash the jump button, and gone is most of the level. Then while in the suit, you have to move fast as you're basically on a timer. The stage is only unloaded for a short time, and if you wait too long, the stage will just load back in, and if you're extra unlucky, you can even end up getting stuck in a wall. Anyways, so for this next part, it's important to understand what the game is doing here. So basically, I guess as a fail-safe of sorts, if you fall out of bounds in certain areas, instead of just falling forever, the game will actually respawn the object or player in, I guess, a default location, which in this case is back in Freddy's room. So you drop on down, respawn in the room, and then quickly head towards these doors here. Now if you're quick enough, you can actually sneak behind the second door here all in one go, but personally I was never quick or lucky enough to do it myself, and worst case scenario, if you try, you can always end up getting stuck, which is no good. It's not a big deal if you end up outside these doors though, as you can rinse and repeat this deloading process as much as you want. It just comes at the unfortunate cost of wasting a few precious seconds each time. So after once again loading back into this room, you can once again unload it to bypass these doors, which normally need a level 3 security badge. Then in the void here, you have to carefully weave between the doors here. I guess I didn't mention it earlier, but one wrong step and you will fall off the area and respawn back into Freddy's room. And if that happens, you can lose a whole bunch of time, or even worse, you can get soft locked, and that's an instant run killer. Anyways, here's another spot that positioning can save a few seconds. If you're too far to the left, the game will load you into the main room here, which loses a few seconds. But if you can stay right enough without falling, you can actually make it all the way to this room. Now you have the option of going up these stairs and onto the top here to get to the laser tag segment like in the regular any % run, but if you're bold, you can do one more deload here to save a bit of time. You might have also noticed that the lagging gets pretty bad in this speedrun, so if you thought the stuttering was bad enough in the normal game, yeah, here it's much worse. After deloading and going through this door, we got a tricky jump, or I guess fall, because it's really hard to tell where you're aiming here. Let's just say I might have lost a few runs in this segment. Basically, the best I can explain it is that you get to as much of a corner between these two doors as you can, and then you gently fall to the right. If done correctly, you will land on an invisible area, and here you want the game to load everything in, as we're pretty much near the end. After passing this guard and heading on down here, you can exit the suit and sprint up the stairs for the final stretch, open the gate, cross the catwalk to go up to the top, and bam, just like that, the game is done in less than 7 minutes. And with my time here of about 6 minutes and 9 seconds, not to pat myself on the back, but that currently puts me at 3rd place in the world. This game is only a few days old, and I'm sure this won't last for long, but hey, not everyone can put 3rd in the world in a FNAF game on their resume, okay? I'm sure that most people that have played this game know that it certainly has its fair share of bugs, but I thought it was really cool to absolutely break this game and beat it this quickly. It's of course currently unclear if the developers intend to patch this exploit, as it's pretty easy to do, but I kinda hope that they keep it, cause it makes for a heck of a fun and quick speedrun. Anyways, thanks for making it to the end here. Check out some of my other speedruns if you'd like, subscribe to find your way back for future videos, and as always, thank you all so much for tuning in today, and I will see you in a bit.